Do not forget that most PhD programs in this particular university are equally taught in the Portuguese language and in English language, some entirely in English language, most especially in the Portuguese language. Tuition fee in this particular university varies from first year to the fourth year for PhD. First year PhD is like 2,000 euros, and second year, third, and fourth year, you are going to be paying 1,500 each. Equally, remember that there is an application fee payment, and most PhD vacancies are 15 each, which means that most programs don't take more than 15 students in a class. Come back to our channel, and thank you so much for joining today. If this is your first time here, please do not forget, click the subscribe button and make sure you subscribe below so that we can make the platform 25,000 before the end of the year. Thank you so much for understanding. Guys, today's video I want to bring to you, or I will be talking about a university in Portugal that is open for admissions. Yes, if you are an international student and you are looking for a bachelor's degree program to study in Portugal, then this video is for you. But there is something you need to put at the back of your mind, or to remember. Not all the programs in this particular university are taught in English language. As a matter of fact, there is only one bachelor's degree program that is available in both Portuguese and English language. All right. So if you are looking for a degree program to study in Portugal, and you have the knowledge of Portuguese, or you have maybe some certificate to show that you can actually understand the Portuguese language, then this is a university for you to apply. Admissions is currently open in this university as I speak, and is going to close somewhere around April. All right, so you can apply as soon as possible. I would say apply as soon as possible because, one, the spaces, or let me say the positions, the available positions are few. That is to say, most of the degree programs do not go above 40 persons, all right, or 40 people in a particular classroom for a particular program. So if you apply at the beginning, it is going to be advantage you, and there are specific dates you must apply for this university. This is for bachelor's degree students. Now, for master's degree students, if you want to study in Portugal in English language, note that this is a university you can start applying for as you watch this video, because it is going to be advantage you to apply early and gain your admissions early and start your visa process early. Remember, a lot of international students were not able to apply for visas to Poland, to Latvia, to Lithuania, to Sweden, to whichsoever place because of appointment issues. So the earlier the better you start the process for you, you are going to be lucky. Let me put it that way. Now, I will be taking you through the website of this university, and I will be explaining some things to you so you understand. And I will equally be talking about the programs available so that you equally know what you are doing. Like I said, this school is in Portugal. And what is the name of the university? The name of the school is called University Institute of Lisbon, abbreviated at ISCTE. All right. So I will drop a link in the video description box so you can verify from there after watching the video till the end, because there are some specific things I will equally be mentioning here, some dates, some key dates, and equally some very useful requirements that you need to note. Like I said, the spaces are limited, so please make sure you apply as soon as you watch the video, all right, if you meet the requirements. Thank you so much. Now let's take a look at the bachelor's degree programs available at this particular university in Portugal, all right, which is University Institute of Lisbon. First of all, I want to draw your attention to the fact that a lot of changes have occurred in Portugal. For those who are migrating, you should understand that you can migrate with your spouse. The visa rate for Portugal is almost 98% now. All right, the embassy is found in Abuja, Nigeria, and most of these programs here, you may pay first year tuition fee at the end of your admissions, or let's say when immediately you get your admissions letter. Then for the second year for masters, you may pay part of the money. All right, you may pay the money part by part, all right, or maybe in installments. But from the first year, you have to pay the full tuition fee before you think of applying for the visa or maybe migrating to Portugal. So without wasting more time, let's go to the programs. Now, if you check the program very well, or if you check the website very well, you will notice that Most of the programs, like I said, are only lectured in Portuguese. And if you check, you will find that they have programs in anthropology, architecture, computer engineering, computer science, digital education, digital technology, economics, finance and accountancy, human resource management. In fact, management is the program that is taught in both Portuguese and English language. Okay. Then there is marketing management as well. Then there is modern and contemporary history, political science, social work, sociology, psychology, software engineering, and telecommunications. All these programs like this, I don't know if they are equivalent to 20 or 20 more. They are all taught in the Portuguese language, except for management, which is taught in both Portuguese and English language. So as a bachelor student, you can apply to this particular program and start studies in September. Now, I will finish with the bachelor's degree programs before I go to the master's, before the PhD programs. I want to draw your attention to something. If you take a program like management, let's take management for example, and see what is happening with management. You will see that on the management page, the program structure is there, the faculty, employability, entry requirements. Alright, and at the extreme end of the page, you will equally see that the program is 180 ISCTE credit unit. Alright, there is an entrance examination, please note that, and the last grade is 170. Alright, the tuition fee for EU students is different from that of non-EU students. So please remember that yours as an international student, your tuition fee is going to be 7,000 euros for the first year, second year, and third year, same amount. Alright, now if we take a look at how you are going to apply for this, it is very simple on the website. And if you check the entry requirements for the program, you will realize that the entry requirements for the program is somehow different from the other programs, or other programs taught entirely in the Portuguese language. And for the entry requirements, like I told you earlier on, there is mathematics, which is going to be in the entrance exam, economics, alright, and geography as well. For the maximum score you need, or the minimum score, is 95 to be selected for the next stage. So pay attention to this. Schools that require entrance examination are somehow, let me say, complicated, but the exam is usually not that difficult. All right, so you must understand the secondary school average is 50 and your entrance exam average should be 50. That is what is going to push you into this university if you are applying as a bachelor's degree student. Okay, now as an international student, or as a national, a Portuguese national, your own tuition fee is going to be different. Okay, then for the documents you need to submit to this university, of course, just your basic high school documents like your WAEC, your O levels, your advanced level. But remember that there is an entrance examination as you apply for the program. All right, this is a bachelor's degree program. Now we are going to be looking at a master's degree programs at this particular university, which is the University Institute of Lisbon. And if you take a look at the master's degree page, you will realize that the master's degree programs are taught in both Portuguese and English. Some just in the Portuguese language, some just in English. For example, accounting and management control is in Portuguese and English. Alright, and applied management, which is equally a 1-year program, is equally in Portuguese and English, while anthropology is only in the Portuguese language. Okay. Then there are other programs that are entirely taught in English language, like economics, all right, is fully in English language, and other programs which are equally taught in Portuguese and English, like human resource management, all right, and another program taught in English language completely is called international management. There are a lot of them. I cannot give you all of them. We equally have political economics, all right. There is also sociology, and of course, there are a lot other programs, all right, some in both in English, some are taught both in Portuguese and English language. Now, if you take a look at some of the programs, let's take a program, for example, like probably economics, to see what is happening on the economics website. Remember that for master's degree students, if you are applying for this university or for a program in this school, you should note that they do not need many students in class. Therefore, you have to choose well, strategize well in order to know how to go about your application procedure. If you check very well on the university's website, you will see that there are various dates you have to apply to this university in Portugal. All right, like I told you, this program economics is an English language taught program. All right, 120 ISCTE credit units, and they need just 35 students in this particular program. And the scheduled time for lectures is daytime, and of course there are various application deadlines. December 19 is to the 16th of January is the first deadline. Then 17th of January to February 13 is the another deadline. Then 14th of April to 22 of May, another deadline. But like I told you earlier on, they have a particular set of students they will be taking per intake. All right, remember, tuition fee for 1 year for the first year is 7,000 euros, but the second year you are going to pay 2,800. All right, it is not like bachelor's degree students who are going to pay a fixed amount for 3 years. No, it is not like that. All right, that is for non-EU students. Please pay attention to the deadline so that you do not get things mixed up. And of course, remember there is an application fee, all right, of around $70. So you should pay attention to this. Is it 70 euros or $70? Please, but just make sure that you pay the application fee, because if you do not pay the application fee, your files will not be checked. They will not check your files. So please put this into consideration before you start your application. All right, now let's take a look at the requirements that you need to have in order to apply to this university. Basic requirements include your English proficiency, and of course, if the results of an applicant's GMAT or GRE exam, although not obligatory, may enhance their chances of being admitted. You understand why I always insist that if you write these exams, they may be advantageous to you, but like I said, if you have it, you can be admitted. If you don't have it, you can still be admitted. And of course, a bachelor's degree from a university, recognized university, that shows that you have equivalent subjects to undergo an MSc in economics, which means that you need to have at least a BSc in economics. So this is basically what you need. All right, for the requirements you need, I already told you that you need an English proficiency. You need your, of course, a bachelor's degree with the transcripts well written. All right, application fee 70 euros, and reservation fee for EU students 500 euros, and of course reservation fee for outside students who are not from EU 1,200. But anyways, it will still be in the amount of your tuition fee that you are paying, because all the money you are going to be spending will be calculated at the end of the day when you arrive Lisbon. This university is found in Lisbon. Like I said, admissions is fully open, so you can start your process as fast as possible. Please do not forget that there are other schools in Portugal that you may apply to. All right, then you also start studies around September, but they are still not open. In case I find any university, I will still bring the university to you. Remember that there are also PhD programs in this particular university, and for you to study a PhD in Portugal, it is somehow free, but not that fully free. What I mean is that some PhD programs in Portugal are somehow free. That is 50-50. All right, you pay 50%, then you study 50% for free. So you have to check this and put them into consideration. Requirements doesn't really matter. Note that as a bachelor's degree student, you have to undergo the entrance examination. I hope you get the point. So this is the end of the video, but before I go, remember the tuition fee, remember the application fee, remember the required documents, and of course remember you have to apply for a study visa, and put all this together so that you know what you are doing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until we meet again in another one. Peace.